Hello, everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. I'm here for the weekly recap. So we're recapping everything that happened during the week of June 23rd through June 29th. So lots to talk about, guys. So we're going to dive right into it. First thing I want to talk about is shipping. As you guys know, I'm pretty behind on my shipping, but I am chipping away at it. And I thought it was going to be done last week, but I'm not. But I truly believe that I will have everything. I'll be all caught up by Wednesday. So I'll have another update for you in the Wednesday class here on YouTube about shipping in case I didn't make everything out by Wednesday. All right, so just hang in there with me. Orders will go out. Product restock updates. So everything is pretty much back in stock for the exception of magnets. Magnets I'm still waiting for. If there's anything out of stock when you watch the video today, it'll be back in stock by Monday. I think acetate is one of those things that we need to put back in stock, but it is Sunday, and I normally don't ask Jane to do anything on Sundays. I try not to, at least. But everything back in stock, cardstock, P3 tape, lots of paper collections, and just all sorts of things, guys. So with the paper collections, I'm reprinting a lot of the paper collections. So you want to check out my website. If you go, there's a specific tab for printed paper collections. You want to go there and see if your favorite is in there. If it's not in there, send us an email. Let us know what you would like for us to print or reprint, and it'll go on a list. It's always good for me to know how much demand there is for paper in terms of paper collections. That way I can print, get a really good amount so that I don't sell out so quickly. All right. So if there's a paper collection that you would love printed and you do not see in the printed section, let us know and we will put that on the list. So in last Friday's class, we were talking about remixing and what projects we want to remix. So there's a project that I absolutely adore. It is called the Epic Album. I made this album and I released it. And after I made it, when I was going through the final review, I felt like it was just too much. I mean, it's called Epic for a reason, right? It's called the Epic Album for a reason. So I felt like it was just too much. So I've been remixing a lot of my older projects. And this one is a relatively new one. So I decided to remix the Epic Album. This remix of the Epic Album is not included in the original remix membership that you guys may have purchased. That's not even available anymore because I quickly realized that that was just, it was kind of like a special offer that I did, that I put maybe like 30 projects in this one remix membership, and I offered it for a limited time. And that's it. I'm still remixing the projects listed in there, but the membership is no longer offered. But anyway, I digress. For the Epic Album, for those of you who are asking, I want to tell you what you need so you're prepared when we actually remix this. You're going to need the original tutorial for the Epic Album, which is in the shop, by the way, 50% off. You will need the Epic Album remix. That is not in the shop. I will put that in the shop when I'm closer to making the project. All right. And you will absolutely need the Essentials SVG bundle. So this requires SVG for you to be able to open up SVG files and cut them in your machines. All right. So all of these things are 50% off if you want to pick them up. When I do release the remix Epic Album, I will also put that on sale for everyone. All right. So no worries. But if you want to pick that up during this 50% off sale that it's now, let's call it a 4th of July sale, right? Because it's been on for a while. There's no code needed. The things that are marked down are marked down. If they're not marked down, when you put them in your shopping cart, they will be marked down. So you'll see that, guys. There's no code necessary. All right. And I just want to remind you guys that when we remix the Epic album, it is not part of the original remix membership. Projects that are in your original remix membership are listed, guys, in your project folder, and we're listed on the purchase page. All right. So remember that if you want to remix the Epic album, this is a different remix. Okay. And this Friday, we're going to continue working on the Grad album. All right. So I'll let everybody know when we're going to release the Epic album remix. It's probably going to be once we're done with Remix 5. All right. And guys, thank you so much for your patience on the epic project of uploading all of my older YouTube videos to my new YouTube channel. Dr. E has been doing a phenomenal job on that, no pun intended. She just wants me to thank you all for your patience with her on all of those uploads. So just thank you, Dr. E, and thank you, everybody, for your patience. We are doing a super fun Christmas in July release of YouTube videos. So look out for that. Starting July 1st, we will be releasing all of the projects that I made for Christmas. All right, all in July. So that's going to be really, really fun. So if you guys want to, let me think here. If you guys want to get ahead on Christmas projects, this is the month. July is a month to do it because they're all going to be on YouTube for July, which is going to be really, really fun. So the videos that Dr. E added this week, let's take a look. Let's go to the YouTube channel. All right, guys, so here we are in my YouTube channel. You want to click on videos, not home, because home gives you all sorts of different options. You don't get to see everything listed. So click on videos. And under videos, you'll get to see everything that I have going on, all right, that Dr. E has released. There's also a shorts tab if you want to see any shorts that I've released. Any of the live classes would be under live category, playlist, and then community. Remember, community is where you go to find any updates that we post, along with the weekly recap questions post. The most current one, you'll find it there. So lots of super duper duper fun things. Dr. E has released the Alpha Shakers. Guys, these are so fabulous. They're just amazing. You have A through Z. They're gorgeous. There are so many examples on how to use these Alpha Shakers in these two recap videos. I hope you watch them because they're so good. Here is the Epic album. This was the final review when I released the project. So you'll be able to see the date on here when I release this project. Such a fabulous project, guys. There's so many ideas in this one project. We're remixing it because we can make a mini album, we can make a folio, and we can make an insert out of just the elements in this album. And that's how I'm planning to tackle this remix, where you'll walk away with 3 or 4 individual projects from this one epic album. So if you haven't done any of my remixes yet, this may be the one where you want to start because it's going to be. All right, so we may call it the Epic Remix. Here is a recap of what you get in the Essentials SVG bundle. If you're going to do the remix with me on the Epic album, you will need the SVG Essentials bundle. So it's the Essentials SVG bundle 1. All right, so you'll want to pick this up as well. And there's a really good recap video. There's 2 actually. All right, so there's 2 videos here and here to show you how to create just a few things, all right, from the Essentials SVG bundle. Then I released, Dr. E released how to create a mat for your SVG files on your Cricut design space. So these are all fantastic videos. Some more SVG bundle assembly videos. So you can find those all here. I mean, and the timing couldn't be more perfect, right? That Dr. E released these, that I'm talking about these in my class. So thank you, Dr. E. And here is another epic album final review. So in this final review, I changed the binding again because it was so much that I wasn't happy with the original binding. I changed it. And to be honest with you, it looks great, but it's not the way I like to have my projects work. So I'm doing it again, guys. I'm doing it again. If you purchase the tutorial for the Epic album back when I released it, you don't need to buy that again for the remix. You just have to buy the remix, the Epic album remix, and I'll let everybody know when that's available. The reason why there's the upcharge is because I'm going to remake all of these things. So out of this one tutorial, we're gonna remake, probably resize, all sorts of things, the items that are in this album. All right. The ever so popular altered paperclip for the Epic photo album. So you want to watch this. It's a good one. So good, guys, these paper clips. The new Paper Phenomenon collection release, this one is called Seaside Escape, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Then the Photo Ready mini album with the Hidden Hinge Plus binding. And then there is the original one that I made. So this one is the one that Patty Katai made, and then the original one that I made. Retro Thursday, the In My Kitchen recipe album. This was such a big hit with you guys. You loved it. Another Paper Phenomenon collaboration release. This one is by Janice Friedman. This is the Hats Off Box and Album project. So special, guys. This one was off the hook. Janice just killed it with this one. It's so beautiful. One of the Inspirational Mondays videos, I love when Dr. E posts these. These are community member inspirational projects that hopefully will inspire you to make more Paper Phenomenon projects. Then she did Simple Minis Volume 5. Well, she did Simple Minis Volume 3 through 5 on this release. And then we go back into last week that I went over with you guys already. So here is my weekly recap video for June 22nd. All right, so this will give you an idea of what's new for this current week. Because once you see another recap video, that means you're going into the following week. All right, so all right, this is great. Let's get to the next items. Remember, before I move on, my watch hours are super important during this very infantile stage of my YouTube channel. I think we're doing great for a brand new channel, 3.4 thousand subscribers. So we're doing great. So thank you all for those of you who have been watching my videos and just letting them play. So thank you so very much. So if you guys can watch these videos from start to end, that would be amazing. All right. Try not to skip through them. And give me a thumbs up. That way YouTube knows that you liked the video. It just helps out so significantly. What that will do is tell YouTube to push my videos out to new viewers, which is what we need to grow this channel. So thank you so very much. All right, guys, let's move on. So videos for this week are going to be super fun. So you better catch up on those older the videos from last week, because this week we've got some great things. I have forgotten about everything I have made throughout the years. And wow, listen up. Listen. And the great thing is that if you've missed out on any of these projects and you love them, they're on sale. They're on sale, guys. So knock yourselves out, my friends. So Project 365 Quarter 3, which is style 7 through 9. Project 365 is a hybrid type of project where we did a folio with a hard cover, which is kind of a cross between a folio and a mini album. So super duper cool. These are 9 by 11. So they're really nice size project. Retrospection 365, the Christmas edition, done by our very own Yvette Clays. It has, I believe this album has photos in it, if my memory serves me correctly. It is worth a watch. It is gorgeous. If you want inspiration, watch this video. Mini Stories Style 1, super duper popular project, Mini Stories. I have to make more of these. Oh my goodness. The tutorial, how to create mats and tag toppers with nested dies. I released this maybe about 10 moves ago. So, such a good video, which is still relevant today. If you have nesting dies, this may be new to you if you haven't done it. Lapbook 1, Part 1 and 2, another super popular project. Then, of course, Inspirational Mondays, which will showcase, project showcase made by community members, Christmas projects. Remember, all July, we're going to have Christmas projects. So really, really fun. And then Collaboration Tuesdays, again, collaboration projects, and then Retro Thursdays. So lots and lots of fun things. All right, my friends. So we have a few questions this week. You guys took it nice and easy on me this week, so thank you very much. So let's get right into the questions. All right, so the first question is from Jeannie. Look what I left on my album on my desk so you guys can see. This is the Remix Grad album we're working on Friday. So this is what we're working on Friday. The paper collection is Flutter and Bloom. This is available both printed and digital. So Jeannie, she says, "Hi, Kathy. I'm loving all of the paper collections, and my question is, and maybe you have already answered this, and I missed it. Are the same papers and embellishments in the digital collections 12 by 12 the same as the 8.5 by 11? I was looking at the Birmingham collection, and it looked like some of the pages were different. I know the digital versions have a lot more pages, and maybe the pictures on the website don't show them all. So don't show them all. So maybe that is why it looks different between the two sizes. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer inquiring minds." Absolutely, darling. Most of the collections 12 by 12 and 8.5 by 11 are different. And I say different is because the elements within that collection are structured differently for the 8.5 by 11. All right. You're going to see the same images, same embellishments, maybe some different things in the 8.5 by 11, but the papers are structured differently. And the size of the embellishments are also different because they're 8.5 by 11. All right. So, is there overlap? Yes, because it's Birmingham 12 by 12, Birmingham 8.5 by 11. But can you see the difference between the two? 100%. All right. Because the 8.5 by 11 papers are structured completely different. All right. So you will not, I personally don't think that you will feel like you bought the same thing. I don't think so. And I also, you may think that, but I don't. So try one and see how you feel about it. They're 50% off now, so it may be worth it for you. But I think they're different. And the other thing is that the 8.5 by 11s, some pages are also structured with the two sides, like if you wanted to make a journal. All right. So take a look at that as well. You may find that may interest you. And then in terms of embellishments, I know the sizing is different and there are a few here and there. I can't tell you exactly how many that you will find in the 8.5 by 11 that you won't find in the 12 by 12 and vice versa. All right. Just to keep it interesting, to give you more bang for your buck. So we kind of switched it up a bit in each of the collections. All right, next question, guys. Great question, Jeannie. You're not the only one who has asked that. The next question is from Ellie Mar, and forgive me if I am mispronouncing your name. Says, "Hi, Kathy. My question is about P3 table, which I love and have placed 3 orders so far. Thank you so much." I made the moving parts page folio 7. I used the Paper Phenomenon digital paper, thank heaven for little boys. I don't need the book until October, so I have plenty of time for photo mats and embellishments. I followed your matting because it was so perfect. My question is, how do you make P3 tape a color? I use paper hinges because I use blue cardstock for construction, but let me tell you, P3 tape is much better. Thank you. I know, and I love it so much, and I love it. You love it. I also used your Maker Basics tape. I constructed the Abigail Grace album in craft color using paper hinges and craft. Thank you for all of your projects and most of all the instruction. It's really, really simple. And I do not have a how-to video, but all I use were, hold please. When I released the construction, the P3 tape, excuse all the racket, I still haven't replaced the wheels on my chair. And this is just a random color here. But I highly recommend these types of sprays to color your P3 tape if you have the white roll, okay? The sprays, distress sprays, any kind of spray. You can even use spray paint if you have it, okay? Because remember, it's fabric-based, so it's going to absorb. You can even use acrylic paint if you want to. I feel like the sprays may dry faster. I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong. But any kind of paint or spray will do the trick to alter your white P3 tape, all right? I can't remember when I released it if I demoed or I showed some that I colored with the spray inks. And the only sprays that I have are from Tim Holtz, is the distress sprays. So I don't have any experience with any other sprays, but I'm sure they're just as fine. All right. The reason why I like the Tim Holtz distress sprays, not because I use them all the time, but because I have the ink, so they would match. Okay. The only reason why I bought those and didn't buy a different brand of spray inks. All right. I like everything to match. So I bought the distress sprays. So consider that. Try acrylic paint and or any kind of paint medium that you have will work. All right. So, but I think the sprays will work the best. All right. I hope that helps. The next question is from Nicole G7U. Hi, Kathy and team. This is my very first post, though I have been making your projects for years and have loved every single one of them. You just keep getting more inspirational. Let me tell you, everyone expects a project for their birthday, anniversary, grad, etc. On this note, I was in the middle of making a crate and perpetual album with vintage rabbit paper collection by My Porch Prince, just like Janice Freeland did. As a bride, I'm giving it to is crazy about her bunny, who coincidentally looks just like one in the paper collection used. I'm wondering if Dr. E would consider posting this project on Collab Tuesday in the near future. I'm going to give it to her this weekend, even though it's not finished, as the nuptials are on Saturday, and she's been anticipating the album as a gift. So the answer is absolutely. Dr. E actually responded. She said the final review is in the project folder. It was added to the folder June 26, 2024. So you're welcome. I'm sure Dr. E is going to release it on YouTube eventually, but it's in the project folder, so check it out. All right? When I say it's in the project folder, that means box.com. All right? So, next question. Thank you, and I hope she loves it. I'm sure she will. And I'll have to check out the paper collections by My Porch Prince. I always love looking at different papers. You guys know I am a paper girl. So there's another company out there that is fabulous. I think we all need to know about it. So thank you for letting us know. The next question is from Mazda. Kathy, I know I'm driving you crazy, but I've become a crazy lunatic. I freaking love it. I have been on a buying binge for most of your projects and recently started to put together the NSD 2024 folio number 6. Loving it. Quick question, would you consider inventing a folio for kiddies? Absolutely, preferably girls. I know I can choose any of your styles, but when it comes to matting, I have 2, maybe 3 left hands. Thank you, Kathy, and I hope my craziness brings you lots and lots of smiles to ease your day. It absolutely does, myself. So thank you. Absolutely. I don't see why not. I would love to create one. I love creating, period. Now, I will say that I did create a kid version. I don't know how old you're thinking. It was a boy version, definitely was a boy version, but I think it's worth taking a look at. It was the Mr. Grant album. It was a version that I made for my nephew so he can draw in the white cardstock spaces. So I'm going to see if I can link that video down below for you guys, because I believe Dr. E already released it. And there's about 100 videos now. Hang on a minute. There's about 100 videos now on my YouTube channel, so I don't think it would be easy for me to scroll and find it. I mean, I can search Mr. Grant, but I don't know that. I mean, you know what? Let's see how quick. Let's see if it comes up, right? If you do a search, oh my God, it's right here. It's this project. Oh, whoopsie. It's this project. And here with another. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but it's that project. Now I lost it. Darn it. It's a boy version, but it's a Mr. Grant album made into a sketchbook. And I think here it is. So it's called Mr. Grant Photo Album for my nephew Noah. So I made it into a little sketchbook because he loves to draw, and I think this would be great. You just have to use girl papers. But there's no reason why I wouldn't want to make yet another folio style. All right, so hopefully that helps. All right, and you do not drive me crazy. I love the questions, so keep them coming. All right, next question. I purchased a mini, the question is from Lindsay, 6553. I purchased a mini album mat. The project may be a bit advanced for me, but I'm going to try. When decorating the pages, do I use the YouTube show and tell video for inspiration? I did not see it in the tutorial video unless I'm missing something. I'm still in the learning phase of album, so please be patient with me. Thank you in advance for answering my question. Lindsay, the answer is yes. In my older videos, I didn't show my matting process. I would just show a final review. So if in the project folder you don't see a matting process, you use the final review as the inspiration on how to mat. But in this video, I'm going to give you a quick little crash course tutorial on matting. All right, so let me grab the album. All right, so this is the mini album Max project. It is a 10-ish by 8 album. It has this wonderful magnetized closure. The magnets are recessed in here. It's featuring the Flutter and Bloom paper collection, and it is gorgeous. It has one of my newer binding systems. All right, one of my newer binding systems. I don't use this binding system anymore. No particular reason, but I forgot about it. I honestly forgot about this binding system. Would I update this binding system? I probably would update this to the, no, probably not. Because the Scotch is wrapped. It's a different kind of binding. It would completely change the look of the album. But it's fantastic. It's a fantastic binding system. But I think I would just use it specifically to this album. It's not a binding system that I can just use it any album. It's specific to this album or any other album that I've used it for. All right. So that on the binding system. And I forgot what I called this binding system, so forgive me. So for matting, all right, I normally show how to do this type of matting, anything with angles. I typically show this in the project folder. But for matting inside a pot, first of all, what you want to do is you want to measure the space you want to mat. So let's say we're matting this, right? So this measures 3 3/4 inches by 4 1/4. The rule of thumb is to cut your paper 1/4 of an inch smaller than the area you are matting. So let's give a quick measurement. Let's say this measures 4 by 6. You will cut your matting paper down 1/4 of an inch smaller. So that would be 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Then you stick it down. What you're looking for is 1/8 of an inch border on all 4 sides. When you mat to the inside of a pocket, I normally like to mat about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch down into the pocket. And you can see that it ends right there. This one, I did a 1/2 inch, but you can go as little as 1/4 of an inch, right? So you measure the space, right? And you want to make sure you're at least 1/4 of an inch inside the pocket or 1/2 inch inside the pocket. Either or works. It's just it depends on your preference. Okay? When you're batting frames, I normally show you this in the project folder. All right, so that will be in there. It's a simple matting like this. You just measure the space and you cut the paper 1/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, this here is matted here and here because I glued it in the center to have just tuck spaces here, not a full belly band. So this is such an amazing project. By the way, this comes off, right? This would be another amazing project to remix. So if you do not own the Mini Album Max, you probably should. If you look at anything else. So anything tricky, again, I show you in the project folder. But anything straight, you can mat on your own. See, signature cuts are super simple to do. You see here, I made a signature cut here. So you cut your paper down to size. And then you simply cut around the image that I show. Here, I just cut around half of the way here. I didn't cut anything else, just here. It's just to make a little tuck spot. I don't know what I did here. They was just, I don't know, I was doing a little flutter thing there. I'm not sure. Oh, this is a pocket. This was nothing. It was just for showing, right? And then here, very simply, again, another type of, this is matting, cutting images off the edge right here. So I cut into this butterfly here. I'm just trying to see what else here. The same thing. Just cut your paper down to size, and then I cut into the butterflies with an X-Acto knife or one of these blades here, just to make these come to life, to flutter. I also did another cut here. This one I batched to cardstock. I think that's it. I think everything else here is pretty simple matting. Pretty simple. And I want to say that this backing to cardstock, I feel like I may have done this in the project folder as well. When it's something different, I go over it in the project folder, whether it be, may have not been that one. It could have been this one right here. See where there's a layer of cardstock underneath there. So just something for you to think about. Look at this gorgeous pocket assembly here. I just love this. So many things I've done throughout the years, guys, that has served as so much inspiration to you all. And it just brings me so much joy. So much joy. Look at this binding system. Look at that. How fun is that? And then this side is a repeat. All right. So it's kind of like a gatefold without the pages intertwining into one another. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. You can always email at info@paperphenomenon.com. We're always happy to help if you get stuck. Don't ever feel that you're stuck and then you have no help. That's what we're here for. Jane is amazing at answering questions. And sometimes if Jane can't answer it, she'll send me an email, say, Kat, I need help with this. So we're here to help. So don't ever feel like you're stuck. All right. Great question. And thank you so much for asking. And thank you so much for making Paper Phenomenon projects. All right, guys, that was it. That was easy peasy, right, this week? So I hope you enjoyed this weekly recap. I will see you all on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central here on YouTube, and on Friday. We're working on 2 different projects. Be sure that you give me those watch hours. Yes, I am shamelessly asking. I totally am. And don't forget, the sale is still on the Paper Phenomenon website. And tape, part stock, all goodies are in stock, and I am working through my shipping. So you should have all of that, all of your orders very, very, very soon if you don't have them already. And just thank you guys. Thank you so much for your orders, and thank you all for your emails and your well wishes. Just thank you. This is Kathy from Paper Phenomenon, and until next time, bye-bye.